Imagine this, there was once a country in Asia so rich that it was second only to Japan in terms of wealth. This was a nation that had it all: private islands, palaces, supercars, yachts, and private jets. For a time, it seemed like nothing could stop this country's rise to prosperity. The wealth flowed like an endless river, and the people? They were living in an unimaginable level of luxury. But then, something happened. In just a few short decades, this once thriving nation went from being Asia's second richest country to being mocked as a developing backward nation. How did this happen? What went wrong? In this episode, we're going to dive deep into the shocking story of how this wealth empire crumbled, from extreme consumption to political corruption. We'll uncover the hidden truth behind their mind-blowing fortunes, their lavish lifestyles, and ultimately, how they managed to destroy what they had built. How did it all begin? This country's rise to wealth was not a matter of luck. Its wealth came from natural resources, gold, oil, and precious minerals. For years, these resources filled the nation's coffers, creating one of the richest countries in Asia. We're talking about billion-dollar industries controlled by powerful families, who had the money and the power to shape their own future. But soon, this wealth wasn't enough. The elite didn't just want to be rich, they wanted to rule the world. Private islands were bought up like real estate, and palaces were built with walls of gold. It was a lifestyle that most could only dream of, but for the ultra-rich, it was just another day. $10 million parties? Normal. A bottle of champagne worth more than most people's homes? Just a part of the luxury lifestyle. To them, money wasn't the point. Extravagance was the point. The ultimate price of excess. But here's where things started to fall apart. When you base your entire economy on resource extraction and unchecked consumption, you eventually hit a wall. As these resources began to dwindle, so did the nation's wealth. The lavish lifestyles continued, but the foundation that held everything up? It was crumbling. The gap between the rich and poor grew wider, and corruption took hold of every level of power. The elites kept spending, kept living in unimaginable luxury, but they weren't investing in the future. The nation's economy started to collapse, and the once great wealth began to evaporate. The dream of unlimited wealth was over. How did it all end? In the end, this nation, once an economic giant, found itself in ruins. What was once a beacon of wealth and prosperity turned into a warning to the world. The moral of the story? When wealth comes too fast, and the foundations are weak, even the richest nations can fall. The price of extreme luxury? Well, it was more than they could afford. What do you think? Do you think this level of luxury was worth it? Was it all just an illusion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, the truth behind the fall of an empire is always more complicated than it seems.